Good morning. Today I am going to give you the lecture on team intervention. As you know that interventions are the vital components of organizational development. These are the techniques basically through which we can achieve the organizational development for an organization. Already we have talked about individual interventions in our previous classes where we had seen that the focus remains on the individual employees. In case of the team intervention, there's a slight difference compared to the individual intervention. The focus remains on the team as a whole. What is a team? The most common form of team that we are familiar with is a department. Department itself is a team, the structured and the formal team, where the colleagues are working together as a team member. They are sharing their thoughts, knowledge, job, tasks, assignments, as well as there is a sharing of the role and the negotiation of the role. So that constitutes an entire team for an organization. Now, the focus of team intervention, as I've just now mentioned, the focus of team intervention is the entire team of an organization, where the entire dynamics of a team is actually utilized to be directed towards management of the change effectively. Now, to understand the process and the classification scheme of the team intervention, you take the help of a PowerPoint slide presentation. Here we are. Okay, to start with, let's differentiate between the team and a work group. As you can see on screen, the members work independently with a common goal, and they are the part of a department. In case of a work group, it is similar as far as the functionality is concerned. They are similar to a team, but they are not belonging to the same department. When a committee is formed, when a task group is formed, so normally what is done, the efficient and the competent peoples are picked up from the different departments, and a particular committee is made, or a task force or a group is made. So that is basically the work group. The team is not like that. Different type of teams, if we just can have a brisk look at it. Cross-functional team. In a particular project assignment, we may see that the participation of the different kinds of team. The engineering, the technical team is working in the production format. The branding is being taken care of by the marketing team. The finance is being taken care of the accounting and the finance team. The manpower issues are being handled by the HR team, like that. So these are the cross-functional teams. This is basically a structural element of a team. On the other hand, these two components, like effective teams and high performance teams, can be attributed structurally, but basically they are the functional components of a team. Like if a team is performing effectively, they are effective teams, but essentially they have to be informal. And the high performance teams are definitely, they are performing with a very high standard. Now, let's go to the types of team intervention. The classification scheme, here we have on screen the diagnostic meeting, the first one, the team building meeting, role analysis technique, role negotiation technique, and gestalt approach. What is diagnostic meeting? As the name suggests, this type of meetings are conducted to diagnose a problem. Now, do you think that an organization would essentially have some problem? Apparently, it may not have the problem. Everything is very fine. Things are going on smoothly. No problems around. But actually, there may be some problems underlying. Already we have talked about the various approaches to OD, where we have already learned that it can be proactive. It should be proactive as far as OD is concerned. And the reactive problem identification can also be there. OD never advocates the reactive problem identification. It always says that it should be the proactive problem identification. So to identify a problem in a particular group, in a team per se, we should conduct this kind of meeting. I will elaborate further. Next one, team building meeting. This is a type of meeting which is usually performed to build up a team. Next one is the role analysis technique. What is the role? Basically, it's a perception about the others. When a team is performing, when the team members are present, each and every team member will have some perception about others' role. Similarly, others also will have the perception about that individual's role in that particular team. Now, thing is that often problem arises if we are not well aware of our role in a particular team. Now, the question comes, how to know that? Are we all aware of our roles in a particular team when we are working a part of a team? In most of the cases, the answer is no. So that's why a method has been suggested by Thomas and Dayal. They have said that we can use the role analysis technique to identify our own role, the role expectations of others about my role and my expectation about others' role. So there are certain techniques. Role negotiation technique, once these things have been done, once the analysis has been done, now it's time for us to negotiate the role. There is also a set of techniques. Next part is the Gestalt approach. This is basically an area of an applied psychology. Various applied psychology methods are used. This approach actually talks about the comprehensive team dimension. Now, let's have a very brisk look at the diagnostic meeting. It is conducted to discuss ideas and to get group reactions. Subgroups are formed. Subgroups report to the total group. Problems are identified and uncovered, and data are shared. Team building activities are performed. So these are the steps which are performed as far as the diagnostic meetings are concerned. So one thing is very clear from this discussion, that the discussion should go on openly, the ideas should be properly shared, and then on the basis of that open discussion and idea sharing, we can have the problem identified. If you can see this one, the fourth step, the problems are identified and uncovered. Then the data has to be shared. Each and everyone should know about the data, essential data. And team building activities can be performed, but team building activity will follow the diagnostic steps. These are the remedial steps, we can say. So this is the basic concept of the diagnostic meeting. It involves all the colleagues of a particular team, of a particular department, all the members of a particular department, all the members of a team. The next one, we can also see that how the formal group diagnostic meetings are performed. Its purpose is to conduct a general critic. Yes, it should be critical. The basic, the underlying essence of the type of meeting should be critical. Each and everyone should criticize each and every role, obviously not unnecessarily. The criticism should come with the, it should be coupled with the sufficient data, and through that criticism, the problems can be identified. Next one, the team building meeting. Team building meeting is very vital because at the first step is very, very important. The trust should be increased. See, OD cannot be performed overnight. It takes time. So the team building meeting, the first step is the increasing the trust. The trust between the team members should be increased. Otherwise, the objective is lost. The communication should be improved. Collaboration should be enhanced. Motivation, obviously, it's an end result of all these three. If I am just enhancing the trust, if I am just enhancing the communication, if I am just enhancing the collaboration between the members of a team, definitely the motivation of the entire team will be enhanced. And finally, that will result to the enhanced integration of the team. So that is the basic team building meeting concept, and these are the steps which are followed. Now, definitely each and every steps can be analyzed at the micro level because it is time taking. And obviously, if I say that enhancement of the trust, how can it be done? So there are different methodologies through which we can perform the enhancement of the trust. Team building. We can see on screen that these activities focus on task issues such as the way things are done, the skills, the resources to accomplish the task, all these things. Now, this intervention can be performed for the formal groups. Sometimes it can be performed for a special groups as well. Next one, role analysis technique. Designed to clarify role expectation, improve team effectiveness, used to help employee understanding their role, used to understand how employees' role fits in with the goals of the organization. So this is the most vital area, the first part we can see, the role expectation. The role expectation. As I've already explained, that we must understand that what is my role in the team and what are the others' role in the team. What are others expecting from me and what I'm expecting from the others in terms of role. This interchange of understanding of each other's role will definitely enhance the effectiveness of the team. Similarly, it will help employees understanding their own roles and other roles as well. And finally, the employee will understand whether his role is actually fitting into the entire team's role, and finally, whether it is aligned to the goals of the organization. So with this, I will conclude this session of the video. The further discussion will definitely go on in the next lecture. Thank you.